Tony Connor here for Woe TV, and I'm absolutely delighted to be joined by Kent Kauppinen. Kent, you've got a big fight coming up at the weekend, Saturday. It's Melvin Manhoef. Talk to me. I mean, in the press conference we were just in, Melvin obviously mentioned the fact that this is one of his last fights. Now, as an opponent, do you sort of foresee that as not an easy way out for him, but in the result of the fight, he's almost alluding to the fact that this is his last couple of fights, so he's going out there to have fun more than anything. Do you feel that that's more pressure on him, or is that more pressure on you?
I think it's pressure on. No, I don't think it's pressure on either of us. He's said he's got 2 fights, so he wants to win both. That puts pressure on me is in the fact he's coming to win because he don't want to go out on 2 losses, or 1 loss, 1 win, or 1 win, 1 loss. So he wants to win both. So I wouldn't say it's pressure for either of us. I think it just sets up to be an even more exciting fight.
And what's it like for you, a Brit fighting in your home country? Obviously, you can bring your family, friends along. Again, does that add more pressure to you, or when you're in the cage, do you kind of just blank the rest of it out and just focus fully on the man in front of you?
Yeah, no, I blank everything. Like, I'm quite good at that because I fought in front of 100 people. I fought in front of 12,000 people. I fought in Italy in front of 7, I think it was. And his hometown, I don't mind the crowd. It's the best thing. It's a showmanship sport, isn't it? We're not here to fight in car park and no one watch. We're here to entertain people, and that's what it is about.
And you talk about the entertainer side of things. In terms of sort of social media presence and stuff, as a fighter, do you feel there's a lot more pressure on you now to get across your personality and character on social media? And the likes of Aaron Chalmers has a big social media following. He's pretty active on it. As a fighter, is that another element of your career that you need to sort of focus on? And how have you found that?
I hate social media. Like, I absolutely hate it. I think it's taken over the whole of the youth generation and how things are brought up. So I don't like it. I use it. I manipulate it to my using. So I'll put my character out there on Instagram and Facebook. But people who know me, I'm quite a weird, don't take anything too serious, relaxed kind of guy, and that's what I'm trying to get across over Instagram and Facebook. But I try and stay clear of it unless I have to use it, which obviously now I have to, so I've been building it up again. But yeah, it's the last thing I worry about, is social media side.
So do you read much into the and do you have much fan interactions on the social media channels? And how do you, if there is any negatives, deal with any sort of negative tweets, Facebook comments, Instagram comments, etc. How do you deal with that as a fighter?
So I never really had any fans. I don't have any fans now, to be fair. No, after Italy, I think I had over 50 messages from unknown people, and I replied to every single one. Like, if you take the time to message me, I'm gonna reply. Like, I don't care if I had 1 million followers and had 1 million replies. So I'd be like, look, I'll take one day and just thanks very much for your message, appreciate it. That side of it, I will always message you, because if you take time to message me, I'm going to message you back. What's the second part?
Just how you dealt with sort of any negativity.
I don't care. I literally don't care. You say you can call my mum every name under the sun to my face. You can tell you can do this. Words are words in the day. So me is I want to back it up. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy it. And look where we are. Like, we're in London. We're going to fight at Wembley. How many people can say that they fought Wembley? Like, people go, oh yeah, I've been to Wembley. What, and performed? No. Yeah. So I don't care. People can be negative. Everyone's going to hate. Like Aaron, we're just chatting in the toilet, and he gets so much stick, and it's like, yeah, I'd want that, because you can turn it into weird. You can turn it fun, and people start to like you or they hate you more. And that's what it's like I said, entertainment side of it. If people hate you, they still watch you. People love you, they watch you. So either way.
And like we said earlier, you're fighting a legend in the sport. Going into some fights, we've seen some people, when they're fighting legends, sort of a bit more, relaxed, and probably showing a bit more too much respect to their opponents. What's, come fight night, are you approaching this fight any different because of who Melvin is, or is he just another person in the way of you getting to where you wanted to get to?
You can't take away his name. Like, no matter where we fought, you got Melvin Manhoef's name there, so that's always going to be there. But it's still a fight. As I say, I'll say to anyone, a fight's a fight. I don't care if you fight the worst person in the world or the best person in the world. You can win or lose either way. So it's the outcome's on your control. So that's all I look at it is in my point of view is I got to do my job. That's it. As long as I perform and I do my job, I'm happy. If I don't, then I need to have a word with myself.
And you've moved around weights a bit, middleweight, light heavyweight.
Yeah.
Where do you foresee the rest of your sort of career, or at least the next few fights? What weight category are you going to be focusing on?
I won't go to welterweight again. That was horrendous. Like I cut from like 90, and it's the first time I cut in 7 years. So the first time I've cut weight in 7 years. Like I was just taking fights at any weight and fighting. I didn't mind because I like to fight. Middleweight is a good weight for me because it's an 8-9 kilo cut. But it's like when I fought Sakara, it was light heavyweight. Now Melvin's light heavyweight. I'm happy here because I don't cut weight. I cut a kilo, and it makes me feel better, feel stronger. So, but again, it's up to them. If they ring me and say we want you heavyweight to fight so and so, we'll pay you this. Okay, doesn't bother me. I fought heavyweight for light heavyweight, middleweight, and welterweight. So I don't mind. Not welterweight then. No, not welterweight. Anything above, I'll take. But.
Unless they pay you enough.
Yeah. Oh, mate. Oh, you pay me enough. I will cut down the light welterweight, man. I'll cut down to 70 kilos if you pay me enough.
And obviously you're fighting on a card where the middleweight title is also being defended. I mean, you were sitting, a couple of seats away from that nice shiny belt. Is that the overall goal is to get to the title, or is it just to keep winning and plugging away at that? What is your sort of goals in the sport?
My goals are just to be the best I can be. Like I want to perform every fight the best I can. I want people to like me, watch me, enjoy what I do. If I keep winning, obviously I'm going to get title fights. So obviously the goal is for a title fight. Whether I stay in Bellator and they keep me here and I get the title fight here, or they release me and I go somewhere else, like you don't know. So I just want silverware, or I want to do the best I can.
And they also announced a Dublin card coming up in September. So all going well, you don't get injured in this fight at all. Is that a card that you'd be interested in getting on, or are you more looking towards moving to the States for fights? But what's your, or staying in the UK? What is your sort of preference in where you fight?
I'll fight anywhere. I generally have fought around the UK. I have fought nearly everywhere in any crap venue or good venue. I'd love to fight in America. It'd be amazing. I'd love to fight in Dublin. Like Gallagher said, how amazing the atmosphere was. Why wouldn't I want to be there with the atmosphere? Because that's what makes you fight. Like as soon as you walk out and you hear the atmosphere, you're like, yeah, this is what I'm here for. You walk out and there's 50 people, you're like, why am I here? And then there's, I think it'll be like between 8 and 12,000 people at Wembley. Like imagine walking out and people booing you and cheering you. It's the best feeling in the world. So yeah, either Dublin, America, anywhere. Leicester Square, Trafalgar Square.
And finally, so I mean, predictions of the fight. Obviously, you're going in predicting a win, but how do you foresee the outcome of this fight turning out?
I never predict a fight. I never, out of every fight I had, over whatever amount it is, I've never gone, I'm going to beat him, I'm going to win, I'm going to knock him out, I'm going to tap him out. It is purely a fighter's thing. Like people who say, yeah, I'll knock him out, sweet, that's cool. That's my thing is, I don't do that. Like I want to win, obviously. But either I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to love it. Like I said, you're fighting Melvin Manoff. Like, yeah, man. Like when people have gone, who are you fighting next? I'm like, do you know Melvin Manoff? They're like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, him. They're like, nah. I'm like, yeah. Mate, that guy's a legend. Like, yeah, of course he is. He's a huge legend. So I want to win, obviously, but win, lose, or draw, he's on my record list, and that's what I want. I want the big names, like the big names.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the time.